There's a certain feeling when you come and bring friends to Temple Square. There's a certain feeling of peace and a sacred feeling in the spirit.
I wanted to see the temple and it took my breath away. I don't know how else to explain it.
People interested in history have to come to Temple Square in order to experience what's happened in Utah and what the church has done over the years. And I think when they step on these grounds, they have an even greater appreciation for what happened in this desert when the church came here and settled this area.
Mormons had been driven from their homes time and time again in the Midwest and finally sought refuge in the desolate expanses of the Great Basin.
Mormon pioneers first arrived in Salt Lake City in 1847. They had been in Illinois and eventually ended up here in the West. And within a few days of their arrival, they started laying out their city and planting crops. And within a few years, decided to build Temple Square as the center of their city. Temple Square is the world headquarters of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, but it's also home to some of our greatest buildings, some of our best museums, and some of our best libraries.
There is a lot to do and see here.
One of the great things about Temple Square is the sister missionaries that speak so many different languages. We have people coming in from Germany and China and Russia, and I know when they ask if they can go down to Temple Square and speak to someone, they can. They can speak in their own native language.
As sister missionaries, we are volunteers for 18 months to share the history and the basic beliefs of the church here on this special Temple Square.
This is the replica of the temple, and you will see the inside of the Salt Lake Temple.
I think one of the main reasons why people are coming here is because they are curious. They want to know who we are, who are the Mormons. And so we are able to help them to learn about the history, about this great legacy of the church.
We're strong Catholics, and we like to see what other religions are like. We have friends who are Mormon, who live in upstate New York, and they're ordinary people, and we like them, and it's a good reason to be here.
Salt Lake City may have started small, but it is now a very big city. You come to Temple Square, and it's this quiet 10 acres in the middle of the city. And it's a bit of an oasis. It's a peaceful place. And I think that attracts people in a busy world and a busy city to have 10 acres of quiet.
When I came onto the grounds here at the temple, it was I'd say somewhat awe-inspiring to see, the work that went into creating the temple itself and just everything around here. I was pretty impressed.
One of the things that really impressed me when I came to Temple Square is all the pictures and the statue of Jesus Christ. And obviously, this is a people that believe in Jesus Christ as their Savior.
Everything that people will find here on Temple Square points back to our Savior Jesus Christ. Everything in the temple, outside and inside, points back to Him. That was where the faith of the early pioneers was founded. It was founded in Christ.
Oh, coming to Temple Square is brilliant at Christmas time. The lights are amazing. Every branch is covered and it feels so great to be here.
Among all the lights we can see here in Temple Square, Jesus Christ is the light of our life.
It helps people to remember what Christmas is about.
General Conference has been held on Temple Square since the 1850s. And from that time until about 2000, it was held in the Tabernacle. But as church membership grew from about 50,000 people to about 12 million people, that little auditorium couldn't hold everybody. So in 1997, they started construction of the Conference Center. And now 21,000 people can attend a single session of General Conference. And there's not a bad seat in this space. And it's actually one of the biggest religious auditoriums in the country, if not the world.
The Mormon Tabernacle Choir is the highlight of Utah, I would say.
This was absolutely awesome. It was the most unbelievable opportunity to be able to hear the Mormon Tabernacle Choir and the orchestra just demonstrate what music can do for people. I still have goosebumps. It just was great.
I'm just extremely excited, seeing everything around. Oh, it's beautiful. I feel closer to God than I ever have in my whole life. I'm just grateful for the opportunity to travel and to see this and experience this.
I love Temple Square because of the connection I feel here. I can walk around these grounds and feel a part of our pioneer past. I can go in these places and know that real people built them and worshiped in them. And I feel like my story then becomes part of their story.